Welcome everyone to Jimmy Chaos's box opening of Time Spiral Remastered. Thank you, Damon Xwin, for the raid. Gamer Fan Ultimate, one of my followers, was kind enough to send me this box, so let's open it up. All right. Pack number 1. Yeah, I know. I guess I just got lucky. He likes to spoil me, I guess. So in paper, I tend to play a lot of EDH mainly. So there's definitely a lot of different EDH pieces I'd like to pick up in this. So let's see what we get here. So closer. Okay. Starting off here with a Dream Stalker. Enters the battlefield, return a permanent controller in his hand. Okay. Riddle of Lightning. What is this? Choose any target, scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. This card deals damage equal to that card's CMC cost to that permanent or player. Okay, 5 mana. Bit pricey for my Torbran deck, but something to consider, I guess. Let's see here. Sack this Drake. What is it? Spike-tail Drakeling. And counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Alright. Thrill of the Hunt. 1 green, target creature gets +1/+2 until end of turn. Flashback 1. Nothing terribly exciting yet. Assassinate. Oh, that reminds me of the Royal Assassin card from way back in the day. Destroy target tapped creature. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Search for Tomorrow. I think I already have one of those in the deck that wanted one. So, still cool to have an extra one laying around. Terramorphic Expanse. Who doesn't have enough of those for EDH, right? Let's back in frame a bit here. Benelish Cavalry, a 2/2 flanking. I've never really understood flanking. It's just one of those mechanics, I guess. Alright, next here. Temporal Isolation. Flash enchant creature has shadow. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. Interesting. Okay, so it kind of takes out a blocker and also prevents them from being an attacker. So that's an interesting piece of interaction for white there. White always gets the weird interaction, never the straightforward stuff. Bewilder, target creature gets -3/-0 and draw a card, but that's 3 mana. We've seen that effect for 1 mana in more recent sets. So, Time Bender, 1 mana morph, and when turns face up, remove 2 time counters from target permanent or suspended card, or so you get to choose one, or put 2 counters on something with a time counter. Neat. If you're playing a suspend type deck. Alright, Stonecloaker, flash, flying, 3/2. When he enters the battlefield, return a creature controlled to its owner's hand. Okay. Average looking creature there. Alright, so 5 mana, Skittering Monstrosity. Whenever you cast a creature spell, sacrifice this. For 5 mana for a 5/5 that has to sack itself, that does not seem like a very good rate. Really. Alright, here's our rare here. Walk the Aeons, 6 mana, buy back, sacrifice 3 islands. Target player takes an extra turn after this one. Interesting. So if you're playing some kind of deck that is very good at bringing lands out of the graveyard, maybe as an Azusa or something, you can just keep taking all the turns. Could be interesting to play around. And our time-shifted card is Gary. Very nice. I actually don't have any of those right now, so I need one. So good pickup for my Scarab God deck there. Plus, I like the old friend. It reminds me back of the days when I used to play when I first started during Rose's block. Alright, on to pack number 2. So let's try and get a little bit more organized here, shall we? Alright, commons, uncommons. Rares and unrestricted. Cool. And thank you everyone who's watching. Make sure you give me a follow down there. And let's go on to the next pack here. Alright, we got Logic Knot. Cool. Classic counterspell. Oh, here's one of the first Sliver cards we'll see today. Oh, let's set those aside. See how many Slivers we got. I used to play Slivers back in the day, and it might be fun to build a Sliver EDH deck. If we happen to pull a first Sliver, I think I'm kind of obligated to. Is it first? No, sorry, it's Sliver Legion, not first Sliver. That's in this set. Alright, Snapback. You may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay its casting cost, and return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay. Gorgon Recluse, 5 mana, 2/4. Whenever it blocks or becomes blocked by a non-black creature, destroy that creature end the combat, and it's double black Madness. That's pretty cool. Madness is an interesting mechanic. Alright, so when this enters the battlefield, if you control no tapped lands, draw a card, and you can suspend it for 1, and then it costs 4 mana. But you really don't even want to suspend this, because then when it comes off suspend, your lands are... Oh, if you control no tapped lands. Okay, I had that backwards in my head, so that makes sense. It's kind of slow for a 3/2 just to draw a card. Seems a bit mediocre, bit mopey. Cutthroat Ildal. 4 mana, 4/1, Hellbent. It has Shadow as long as you have no cards in your hand. Cool. Hellbent was a cool mechanic. I hope they bring that one back someday. Wasn't too overpowered, at least from what I saw. Alright, tap target creature with toughness 2 or less, and it's a 2 mana, 1/1. Okay. Looter Ilkor. Okay, nice little handy card to draw and ditch things into your graveyard if you're a graveyard-based deck. Shade of Trocaire. The Shade of Trocaire gets, for 1 mana, it's a 1/2, 4 mana creature, and you can pay a white to give it +1/+1 until end of turn. Or you can suspend for 3 turns for 1 white mana. Okay. Reckless Worm, 4/4 Trample Madness. Yeah. More of a limited card, really, than a EDH card. Keen Sense. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Very handy aura to have in your green decks. Might want to put that in my elf deck, even. Alright, Split Second, Wipe Away. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Cool. Spoiler there, it looks like we got a gold time shifted card coming up. Premature Burial, destroy target non-black creature that entered the battlefield since your last turn. And our rare is Boom Bust. Oh, this way. There you go. Alright, destroy target land you control and target land you don't control, or destroy all lands in red. So, that's pretty cool. And our time shifted rare is... Oh, it's not a rare. It's Dovin's Veto. Not the most exciting, but it's cool to see a new age magic card in the old border frames. So let's put that there. And on to pack number 3. Alright. We got a... so far our tokens have been Insect, Cloud Sprite, and a Kobold. So we'll put those over there. Alright. Coral Trickster, 2 mana, 2/1. When it's turned face up, you may tap or untap target permanent. It's Merfolk Rogue. Okay. Not a big fan of Merfolk. Never really got into them. Grinning Ignis, a 2/2 elemental. Return it to your owner's hand for a red mana. Add 2 colorless and a red. Activate this ability on a time you could cast a sorcery. And it's a 3 mana, 2/2. Red ramp is always kind of weird. That definitely falls into that category there. Alright, Dream Stalker again, yeah. Vanishing 3/1 for 3. When it dies, if it had no time counters on it, create a 6/1 green insect token with Shroud. Okay, so if it dies through the Vanishing, you get another creature to replace it. Valid Germinator, a 3 mana 2/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a Spore counter on it. Remove 3 Spore counters from him. Create a 1/1 Sapperling. Sack a Sapperling, target creature gets +1/+1. That's interesting. I am considering a Slimefoot deck, so I'm going to set that one aside there for potentially playing in a Slimefoot deck, because that would definitely go well with it. Alright, Dark Withering. Destroy target non-black creature and Madness 1. Cool. Aven Rift Watcher, 3 mana, 2/3, flying, vanish 3. Enters the battlefield or leaves the battlefield, gain 2 life. Sure. Not that exciting. Oh, here's another sliver here. The Gemhide Sliver, 2 mana, 1/1. All slivers have tap, add a mana of any color. Cool. Put that in the sliver pile. And then we have... Oh, okay. Thanks, Damon. Oh, thanks, Gamer Fan. Thanks again for the box. Alright, Dead Gone. Deal 2 damage to target creature, so shock with some limitations, or return target creature you don't control to its owner's hand. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that effect in red before, so that could be a interesting card. I think I might add that into my Torbran deck, maybe. Alright, Benelish Calvary, a 2 mana, 2/2. Yeah, we saw that earlier. Not that exciting. Gaia's Anthem. Creatures control get +1/+1, and it's 3 mana enchantment. So it's like Glorious Anthem, but green, and it's an uncommon versus a rare. Nice. Green gets spoiled. Griffin Guide. 3 mana. Enchant creature gets +2 and +2 is flying. When enchanted creature dies, create a 2/2 flying token Griffin. Okay. Cool. Ixlid Jailer. 2 mana, 2/1. Creatures in graveyards lose all abilities. Zombie Wizard. Ooh. That could be interesting. Alright, what's this guy here? If High Arcanist. 7 mana blue with 5 colorless, a blue and a white. Legendary Human Wizard, 3/5. Vigilance. Tap to untap target attacking creature. Prevent. Let me get this better. A little better. Oh, a little further away. There. No. There we go. That would be dealt damage. Okay, sorry. Untap target attacking creature. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to and dealt by that creature this turn. And it suspends for a blue and a white for 4 turns. Interesting. Not the most exciting card to use as a commander, but interesting options there. Okay, yes. Trinket Mage. 3 mana, 2/2. When he enters the battlefield, search your library for an artifact card with CMC 1 or less, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. Handy when you want to go grab your Skull Clamp. Very nice. I like that artwork in the old boulder there, too. Looks pretty good. Alright. This is pack number 4. Alright, we'll try and get through the commons a little bit quicker because they're not the most exciting. Alright, so Veiling Oddity, suspend for 4 for 2 mana, 4 mana, 2/3. When the last time counter is removed while it's exiled, creatures can't be blocked this turn. Okay, so you get a surprise attack. Oh, Simian Spirit Guide, you just got banned and they reprinted you. Rest in peace, my friend. Coral Trickster again, another folk tapper guy. Evolution Charm, 2 mana, and you get to choose one of 3 options. Search your library for a basic card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, or target creature gains flying until end of turn. Okay, just general kind of green stuff. Regrowth with more options, really. So I guess you could say strictly better regrowth even, since it's an instant. Alright. 2 mana, Madness, 1 for colorless and black. 4 mana, 2/2 zombie. When it enters the battlefield, if its madness cost was paid, you may return target creature from a graveyard to its owner's hand. Kind of interesting, because most zombie decks, you really just want your cards in your graveyard, but there are some you may want to return your hand at some point. Again, the Shaman that draws a card. Fortify. 3 mana instant. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end turn. Creatures you control get +0/+2. Yeah, that's not exciting. Orcish Cannonade. Deals 2 damage to any target and 3 damage to you for 3 mana, and you draw a card. I think that would be a good, fun card to add to my Torbran deck. Do a little extra damage to myself. Just a 5/5 who suspends. Yeah, okay. Mana Tithe. Yeah, that's the white counter spell. What can you say? Cryptic Annelid, a 1/4, 4 mana. When it enters the battlefield, scry 1, then scry 2, then scry 3. Alright, that's kind of interesting, but if you want to keep the first card you see, you kind of really greatly diminish the value of the card, so you almost want to see stuff so that we can just get rid of the junk, but I guess if you're seeing what you want to see anyways, you're in a good position. Alright, another split card here. Rough and Tumble. 2 damage to each creature without flying, or 6 damage to each creature with flying. Okay, gives you options when you need them. Cool. Getting lots of new burn spells to consider for my Torbran deck, so that's pretty sweet. That deck needs work. Might of Old Krosa. 1 mana instant, target creature is ++2 end of turn. If you cast this during your main phase, it gets +4/+4 instead. Okay, so if you don't ambush them, they get bigger. And our rare is Radha, Heir to the Keld. A green and a red for a 2/2, legendary elf warrior. Whenever Radha, Heir to Keld attacks, you add 2 red, and it taps for a green. Well, the timing of that trigger is kind of awkward, especially if your mana still runs out after each phase, so I think they kind of forgot a line of text to make this card really a good commander, unfortunately. And our time-shifted card is Dismember. Yes, very nice. The Friction mana, and then, so 2 that, and 1 colorless, and target creatures -5/-5. Everybody knows this card. Very exciting. Oh, and we got an Atlanta War Elves token. I actually needed this token for my Freyleys deck, so that is an awesome random pickup in this pack, or box. Alright. Next box. Pack. Whatever. You know what I mean. Sacramite Mirror, a 3-mana 2/1. Pay 2, gives flying until end of turn. Pay 2, sack it to draw a card. Okay. And again, the Greening Ignis. Primal Plasma, 4-mana, star. As enters the battlefield, it becomes your choice of a 3/3, a 2/2 with flying, or a 1/6 with defender. Well, it's also a shapeshifter, so if you're in a shapeshifter tribal deck, that would be a good versatile include. Oh, yeah, the worm that dies and gets bigger. Strength in numbers, till end of turn, target creature gets trample and +X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. That is going straight into my Freyleys deck. She's all about attacking with a large number of elves, so. Massive Ghouls, a 5/3 vanilla. Okay, just a zombie. Alright, a 5-mana 4/4 fungus. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on it. It's called a Saprolith Ancient. Creatures you control have. Remove 2 spore counters from this creature. Create a 1/1 green Saproling creature. It's kind of weird, because your creatures don't all have spore counters on them. So there would have to be a way to enable that. There might be in the set. So it's an interesting card. Knight of Circe, 4-mana 2/2. Flying and flanking, and it's a human knight who suspends for 1. Not terribly exciting. Oh, another Sliver. All Slivers get +2, or sorry, +2. It's a 4-mana 2/2, a Watcher Sliver. Okay, so that goes in the Sliver pile. Alright, so Infiltrator Ilkor, 5-mana 3/1 with Shadow, and it suspends for 2 mana for 2 turns. Not super exciting. Oh, another Sliver, double hit. Alright, all Slivers have, when this permanent enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's a 3-mana 1/1 Harmonic Sliver. That is a very good EDH Sliver right there, because artifacts and enchantments are all over the place. Alright, Imperiosaur, 4-mana 5/5. Spend only mana produced by basic lands to cast this spell. Well, even in my mono green deck, I run a fair number of non-basic lands, and also it's a dinosaur, so that just goes away. Alright, a 3-mana 2/1 Faceless Devourer, Shadow. Enters the battlefield, exile another target creature with Shadow. When it leaves the battlefield, return the exiled creature. And those are separate clauses, so it could be sacrificed in between to prevent the creature from coming back ever. That old templating. And our rare is Pact of the Titan. It's probably the worst of the Pact cycle. So for 0 mana, you can create a 4/4 giant. It is an instant, but at your upkeep, you have to pay for a generic and a red. And if you don't, you lose the game. So not the best. And our time shifted is a Goblin Engineer, 2-mana 1/2. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card, put in your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Pay red and tap it, sack an artifact, return target artifact with CMC 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So it's the updated version of Goblin Welder, I believe is the original one, that just does any artifact. So it would go in a similar type deck. And a Saproling token. Cool. Alright. We got pack 5. Yep. Alright. So far, I don't think we've got any big hits for value, Marnie. Some cool cards I wanted for some of my decks, like the old school looking Gary, that's pretty sweet. So, and then a couple of cool Slivers. So far, I'm pretty happy with the hits. No value, but that's still lots and lots of packs. Alright, so Veiling Oddity, another Simian Spirit Guide. Ooh, a Green Seeker Elf here, a 1-mana 1/1 Elf. Discard, pay green, tap it, discard a card, search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put in your hand, shuffle your library. Cool. I want that for my elf deck because it loves having 1-mana 1/1s. Alright, Blight Speaker, 2-mana 1/1. Tap it, target player loses life, pay 4, tap it, search your library for a rebel permanent card with CMC 3 or less, put it in the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Ah, yes, the old rebel mechanic. It was Rebels versus Mercenaries back in, what was that, Mercadian Masks? Merc Block, was it? whatever that was called, I think. Yeah, it was actually, no, I think that was after that. I think it was Odyssey or something. I forget. Dating myself with inaccurate information. Alright, Evolution Charm again. Another Orcish Cannonade. Cool. Psychotic Episode. 3 mana sorcery. Target player reveals their hand. Top card of their library. You choose a card revealed this way. That player puts the chosen card in the bottom of their library, and you can madness it for 2. Okay. It's a card that does stuff. Oh, Chromatic Star. Nice. Those used to be worth a couple bucks. So that's not a bad hit right there. Yeah, so 1 mana artifact. Tap, sack it, but paying 1, get a mana of any color, and when it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So that's cool. That's a cool hit. And I like that they downshifted that to... No, I guess it already was a common before. Yeah, never mind. Alright, Fortify, not too exciting. Oh, another Sliver here. 3 mana, 2/2, the Poultice Sliver. All Slivers have 2 mana, tap, regenerate target Sliver. Ooh, regenerating Slivers. Nobody wants to see that. Mirror Boa, which is just like the River Boa, so it's a 2 mana, 2/1 that regenerates for a green, and this one has Swamp Walk instead of Island Walk. Alright, Haze of Rage. A 2 mana, buyback 2. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn, and has Storm. Ooh, that could be fun. Storm cards can always be a little bit fun. Alright, Benelish Commander. A 4 mana Star Human Soldier. Benelish Commander's power and toughness are each equal to the number of soldiers you control. It suspends for X, and it's X and white, and X can't be 0. Whenever a time counter is removed from this card, while it's exiled, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. I know a friend who just built a white-green soldier deck, if I remember correctly. I think that might be something that you might be interested in there. And our time-shifted card is Mystic Confluence. Very nice. Very, very powerful and flexible card. So 5 mana instant, choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Or draw a card. Very nice hit there. Don't know if it's worth much, but it's a very good card. Oh, we got a foil, our first foil of the box. It's foil common. It's a Kavu Primarch, 4 mana 3/3 with kicker 4, and you can convoke it. If Kavu Primarch was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters. Foiling is a little dark on it, but overall not bad. The card itself is kind of whatever, but cool, we got a foil finally. And a 2/2 Knight token with protection from white and haste and flanking. That is a very specific token. Must be related to some card in this set, maybe a rare or something. Alright. Pack number 6. Oh, a Sliver right off the hop. Nice. Alright, which one do we get here? All Sliver creatures have Menace. Ooh, that's all too. That's not just yours. That's your opponent's too. That's the symmetrical ones. Those ones are extra dangerous. All right. Think twice. Yeah, 2 mana draw a card, 3 mana flashback. Not too exciting. Grape Shot. Yeah, if we're playing Storm, cool. Well, that's going into my Torburn deck though too. So each of the copies would deal 3 damage. Well, that's gross. All right, Spinneret Sliver. 2 mana, 2/2. All Slivers have Reach. Ooh. Very nice. That one's not too bad, not too overpowered, even though it's symmetrical. Alright, 1 mana, 1/1. Tap 2 and tap it and discard a card. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike. Alright, not terribly exciting. A 1 mana, 2/1 flying haste Echo 3. Well, they brought Echo back. Cool. Oh, this card itself is not very good, so. Another Orcish Cannonade. A Dusk World Wood Baloth. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Just suspends. More Mana Tides. Yay! We play all the white counter spells. Oh, another Chromatic Star. Cool. Stronghold Rats. 3 mana, 2/1 Shadow. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, each player discards a card. Each player. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Necrotic Sliver. Ooh, I like the art. Nice and evil looking there. So it's colorless black and white for 2/2 Sliver. All Slivers have pay 3, sack this permanent, destroy target permanent. Ooh, all your Slivers can vindicate stuff. That's pretty nasty right there. Celestial Crusade, a 4 mana 2/2 with flash, split second, flying, and other white creatures get +1/+1, and it's a spirit. That's pretty cool. Have the final say. And we got a mythic. Got a Gemstone Caverns. Nice. Oh, let's try and get that under there a bit better. Come on. There we go. So it's a legendary land. If it's in your opening hand and you're not the starting player, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield with a luck counter on it. If you do, exile a card from your hand, tap for colorless. If Gemstone Caverns has a luck counter on it, instead add 1 mana of any color. Very cool. Very cool. Very popular in many degenerate decks in Legacy and Modern. So I'm not sure if I'd want to run this in EDH, but it's still a pretty cool card to hit. And oh, nice. We got a time-shifted Atali Primal Storm. A very nasty dragon commander here. So when he attacks, exile a top card of each player's library, then you may cast any number of those spells among those cards without paying their mana costs. Steal your opponent's cards, and just cast them right at their faces. Very, very nice. I've been wanting to make an Atali deck. I just haven't had an Atali. That's now been solved. And another Llanowar Elf token. Sweet. All right. That was a good pack. Oh, is a Gemstone 35 to 40? Sweet. There's a bit of value finally. All right. Next pack. Mog War Marshal, nice. I'm not sure if I have one of these from a Torbrand deck yet, but I definitely am going to put this guy in there if I don't. So it's a 2 mana, 1/1 with Echo, same cost, 2 mana, colors in red. And when it enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 Goblin. Sweet. Drifter Ildal, a 1 mana, 2/1 with Shadow. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack it unless you pay a blue. Well, if you're doing Human Wizards, there's better things you could do with it than this card, so that card's not very good. Feebleness, 2 mana, flash, enchant creature, gets -2, -1. Cool. Edge of Autumn. If you control 4 or fewer lands, search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. And you can cycle it by sacrificing a land. It's popular in the Doomsday decks in Legacy. Another Watcher Sliver. Cool. We already had that one. And just 5/3 zombie. Doesn't do anything else. Infiltrator. Yeah, suspend Shadow Guy. Yeah, suspend flanking flying guy. Oh, new sliver here. 5 mana, 3/3 limp sliver. All slivers have absorb 1. And that is if a source would deal damage to a sliver, prevent 1 of that damage. Okay. Makes your slivers harder to kill. Very cool. Clockwork Hydra, 5 mana, 0/0, enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Whenever it attacks or blocks, remove a +1/+1 counter from it. If you do, it deals 1 damage to any target. Tap it to put a counter on it, +1/+1 counter on it. So kind of a jankier walking ballista. Crows and Grip, very nice. 3 mana, split second, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Very good commander staple to have. Very nice. Bonded Fetch, a 3 mana 0/2 Defender Haste. Tap it to draw a card and discard a card. Defender Haste, now that's a unique combination right there. I can't think of any other card I've seen that has Defender and Haste. There is that one wall that was recently printed that gives all your creatures haste, I guess, but that's an odd one. Draining Whelk, a 6 mana 1/1 illusion. Flash, flying. When it enters the battlefield, counter target spell. Put X +1/+1 counters on Draining Whelk, where X is the spell's CMC. That is a very, very unique card. So counter a spell and then get a big creature in as well. But for 6 mana, not terribly hard to get to in Commander. Yeah, that would be good in a mono blue control Commander deck for sure. Alright. Read the Bones. 3 mana. Scry 2, then draw 2, and you lose 2 life. Nice. That's a handy thing. Oh, we just got a foil time-shifted Bedlam Reveler. Is this still a popular card right now? Hope so. So it's an 8 mana 3/4, and this spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. Has prowess, and when it enters the battlefield, discard your hand, draw 3 cards. I know this was a popular card in a modern deck for a while there, so this it's pretty worth something. So that's pretty sweet foil to pick up. And we got a goblin token. That is some killer goblin art. Wow, that almost looks like a zombie goblin. That's so metal. That's awesome. That is my favorite goblin token I've ever seen, by far. All right, pack number 7. Oh, you're going to be playing some Storm here. We have now Empty the Warrens. 4 mana, create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens and Storm. Full banner, 25. Okay, sweet. Not a bad hit. Not a bad hit. Spike Till Drake, yeah, second counter spell. Brute Force, yeah, 1 mana, gets +3 plus target creature gets +3/+3. So a red giant growth. Not too exciting. Another one of these elves. I already got one, so don't need another. Search for tomorrow. Cool. More vanilla zombies. Sporoloth, Ancient. Yeah. Flanking dude. Cool. What we're getting. I think we might have got all the commons finally. Now there's Sliver there, a Literal Core, or not Literal Core, Infiltrator. It says Paradise Bloom. 4 mana, uncommon. As it enters the battlefield, choose color. Whenever a player casts a spell of the chosen color, you may gain 1 life. Tap to add 1 mana of the chosen color. Well, that's an interesting card, I guess, if your opponents are playing Burn. Though, if they're playing Burn and Commander, they're probably already losing, so I don't think you really need to have a card against them. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. And it's a dude riding a horse up in the Arctic or something. It's a double white, 2/2, flanking. If Knight of the Holy Nimbus would be destroyed, regenerate it. Okay, so you can't destroy it. And pay 2 mana. Knight of Holy Nimbus can't be regenerated this turn. Only your opponents may activate this ability. Oh, okay. So your opponents can pay 2 mana to make it die. Taxing removal, taxing board wipes, taxing combat damage. Kind of a neat card there. Mystical Teachings. 4 mana instant. Search your library for an instant review card or a card with flash. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. And it flashes back for 5 colors and a black. Cool. Tutors are always handy to have. And our rare Periphery Nodes. Okay, 1 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy target creature with the least power. It can't be regenerated. If 2 or more creatures are tied for the least power, you choose one of them. When there are no creatures on the battlefield, sack Periphery Nodes. Ooh, that's a mean one. Very slow and painful board wipe. Cool. All right. Oh, Past in Flames. Nice. Definitely want that for my Torbran deck because it does play a fair bit of burn. So 4 mana, sorcery. Each instant sorcery in your graveyard gains flashback until end turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost, and this flashes back for 5. Sweet. And a Cloud Sprite token. What is the symbol on the top left? Oh, that's a little gravestone. Let's see if we can get in there close enough for you to see it. No, no. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a little gravestone. It means that the card has flashback or some kind of graveyard effect. All right. 4C, 4 mana, sorcery, scry 4, draw 2 cards. Draft filler, really. Keldon Halberdier, 5 mana, 4/1, first strike, suspends for 4 turns for 1 red mana. Cool. Logic Knot. Dark Withering. This looks like a pretty fun set to draft because it does have madness in it. That's for sure. Troll Hunt again. Assassinate. It's too bad that's a sorcery. Oh, Seal of Primordial. Oh, they brought the seals back. Nice. So it's a colorless in the green. Sacrifice Seal of Primordial. Destroy target artifact orange. Cool. Just have that ready to go to when you need to remove something. I got a lot of decks that would work well in. Amaru Scout. 2 mana, 2/1, 4 mana. Tap it. Search your library for a rebel with CMC 3 or less. Put in the battlefield. Shuffle. Cool. Bound in Silence. 3 mana enchant creature. Enchant creature can't attack or block. And it's a rebel card as well. So you can actually tutor this out with the previous card we just saw here, the Scout. That gets something with 3 or seems to be 3 or less. That's pretty cool. So they added that element to the rebels this time around. Target, I don't think they had that last time. Alright, Ickerslick. 3 mana sorcery. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Cycling for 2. Madness 4. Interesting. So you can cycle it, which then enables the madness. So for 6 mana, you can draw a card and cast this. That's pretty flexible. Really good draft piece of removal. Alright, Return to Dust. Nice. Exile target artifact or enchantment. If you cast this during your main phase, you may exile up to 1 other target artifact or enchantment. Nice. Commander staple right there. Oh, we got a Sliver. Sweet. Fury Sliver. 6 mana, 3/3. All Sliver creatures have double strike. Ooh. That's a nasty one. Drop that, smash in, win the game. Alright, Stormcloud Djinn. 5 mana, 3/3 flyer. Stormcloud Djinn can block only creatures with flying. And for double red, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn and deals 1 damage to you. Classic Djinn effect. Reminds me of the, what is it? Serendipity, who is a 3 mana, 3/4 flyer who dealt a damage to you on your upkeep from, I think it was first in Arabian Nights or something. And we have Magus of the Moon. Okay, non-basic lands are mountains. Yeah, that's going to our brain deck. I'm going to be one of those people. Yeah, very nice. Blood Moon on a body. Sweet. And what do we have here? We have Temur Ascendancy. So it's Temur mana to cast it. Creatures you control have haste. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. That's pretty cool. So we have the red effect of them having haste and the green effect of them drawing a card, but no real blue effect. So kind of a flavor miss, but I guess that would maybe have made the card a bit too powerful if it also had a blue effect. But still, pretty cool. And we have an 8 token. Useful if I ever run Pongify. I don't think it makes blue ones. I think that's green. So. Alright, we have a Coal Stoker. 4 mana, 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, add triple red. Cool. So it basically effectively costs 1 with the rebate. Interesting. Dream Stalker. Again. Riddle Lightning again. Gorgon Recluse. Yeah. And a Sliver. Yeah, we already saw this one. It's the Reach Sliver. Bewilder. Ivory Giant. 7 mana, 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, tap all non-white creatures. And it suspends for 5 turns for 1 white mana. I feel like if you're playing Giants, that waiting 5 turns for this to probably not do a heck of a lot. King Congress is good. Yeah. Yeah, this seems kind of mediocre for a Giant deck. So not great hit there. Alright, 2 mana, 1/2. Black, tap it, tap target creature. That's a white effect. So it's interesting to see that color shifted into black. I don't think black would really want it. Though I guess if you're playing Assassin, I guess it's there to go with the Assassinate in the limited environment. So makes sense in its context. And we have Sinew Sliver. 2 mana, 1/1. All Sliver creatures get +1/+1. Sweet. Lord effects are always good in tribal. Penumbra Spider. 4 mana, 2/4 with reach. When it dies, create a 2/4 spider with reach. So when it dies, create a token that's essentially a copy of itself. Cool. Ooh, Dread Return. Nice. So 4 mana sorcery, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you can flash it back by sacrificing 3 creatures. This is played in Legacy Dredge. You can play it in commander decks that want to do graveyard shenanigans. Very, very helpful hit there. Definitely glad to see that one. All right. Hench Fiend of Ukor. Ukor? I don't know. 4 mana, 3/2 with haste, and Echo is a colorless and a black. Interesting on a red card. I have not seen... No, I don't think they did color pairings like that for Echo last time around when they did it in the Urza's block. I think it was just the same color as the creature itself, so that's interesting. New take on that. So for a red or a black, this card gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Kind of a mediocre card overall, but not bad for limited, so it's probably what it's geared towards. So 4 mana, 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on each fungus you control. There we go. So that explains the Saproth Ancient we saw earlier. This will put the spore counters on those creatures to make it actually do something. And you can remove 3 spore counters from this guy to create a Saproling token. Sweet. Put that over there in the Slimefoot pile. And our rare. Interesting. A 4 mana 1/1 shaman or elf shaman, and it's the Thelanite Hermit. All Saprolings get +1/+1, and you can morph it for 3 and 2 green. And when the Thelanite Hermit is turned face up, create 4 1/1 green Saproling creatures. So it reminds me of the Deranged Hermit from Urza's block. You don't get squirrels this time, you get Saprolings instead, but it also has a Lord effect for them. I think that was a human druid last time, so it's an elf shaman now, it's a little bit different there, but also you're morphing it and there's no, instead of doing echo. So it's kind of a cool refresh of an old card, and that definitely would go well in a Slimefoot deck too. Okay, your entity, nice. Good stable card in Commander. So it's a 3 mana 1/1 changeling, pay X until end of turn. Creatures you control have base power and toughness X and gain all creature types. I run this in, I believe, my Rune deck currently, so I will definitely be swapping it out for this old border one because I just like the look of the old borders. It just really takes me back into the day. And a Cobalt token. Nice. Cool. All right. And thanks again for everyone who's tuning in. Much appreciate you guys giving me a watch. So let's continue on to the next pack here. I have lost count at this point, so I don't know, 7, 8, maybe 10. We'll find out. We still got a stack to go. All right, 2 mana, 2/1 flying illusion becomes the target of a spell or ability. Sacrifice it. Classic illusion ability. 3 mana, 2/2. Skirk Shaman can't be blocked except by artifact and/or red creatures. Okay, but it's just a 2/2 and it's 3 mana, so not the most exciting. Another Merfolk, the Gorgon Lady again, card drawer dude, the Hellbent thing. Tapper. Oh, there are still commons we haven't seen yet. Rift Elemental, 1 mana, 1/1, 2 mana, remove a time counter from a permanent you control or suspended card you own. This guy gets +2/+0. Well, that's pretty cool, because usually when something is suspended, you want it to come out a little bit quicker. It's not always the case you want it to go through the full suspend, so that helps you speed things up. That's pretty neat. Another Sinew Sliver, another Number Spider. Okay. Fire Maw Kavu, 6 mana, 4/2. Echo for 6. When it enters battlefield, deals 2 damage to target creature. When it leaves the battlefield, deals 4 damage to target creature. Well, that's pretty cool. Removal spell on a stick, and you can control what kind of when it goes away. Pretty neat. Aven Mind Sensor. Oh, it's been downshifted from a rare to an uncommon. So it's 3 mana, 2/1, flash flying. If an opponent would search a library, that player searches the top 4 cards of that library instead. Very nice. Opponent goes to fetch for a land. Mind Sensor them. Hope they miss. Very, very mean tricks. And a Dreadship Wreath, one of the storage lands. So he taps for colorless, or you can pay 1 and tap it to put a storage counter on it. And then you can pay 1 and remove X storage counters from it to add X mana of any combination of blue or black. Don't think I even have one of these yet for Commander, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool pickup. And oh, what do we get here? Karavek the Merciless. Now, is this the same Karavek who had the torch, I wonder? Probably, right? So it's a 7 mana, 5/4 human shaman legendary creature. Okay, so we got a potential commander here. Let's see what he does. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, Karavek the Merciless deals damage equal to that spell's converted mana cost to any target. Oh. Yeah, that seems kind of mean. I like it. Yeah, I like that. I'm definitely considering building a deck around that one. And oh, here we go. This is a hit here, hopefully. This card used to be worth a lot. Who knows anymore? True Name Nemesis, 3 mana, 3/1 Merfolk Rogue. As True Name Nemesis enters battlefield, choose a player. True Name Nemesis has protection from the chosen player. Just a disgusting card. Like, in Commander, okay, but in Legacy and stuff, it's just like, yeah, because you can't deal with this card opponent. Sorry. Oh, it's time shifted too. Very nice looking. card there, and another Llanowar Elves token. Sweet. Alright, so we're getting lots of stuff I want. I'm very happy with these packs so far. So thanks again, Gamer Fan. You are a legend and a true gentleman and scholar. Alright. Needle Peak Spider. 3 mana, 4/2 reach. Cool. Drop filter. Tolarian Sentinel. 4 mana, 1/3 flying human spell shaper. Pay 1, tap it, discard a card, return target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Neat. Grave Scrabbler. Yeah, guy who does stuff with Graveyard. 3 mana, 1/4 Sentinel. Sight and Ool. Sure, Wood Readers. Human Dryads, or Druids. I can't read right now. Alright, kicker for 3. When it enters the battlefield, if it's kicked, draw 2 cards. Cool. Green card draw. Shit goes in piles. There's an art form to how you organize your box opening, I guess, eh? Alright, Corpulent Corpse. A 6 mana 3/3 zombie with fear, and it suspends for a black mana. So there's definitely a zombie limited theme here, I'm sensing. So Ivory Giant again, Tapper Dudes, another Sliver Lord. We are getting lots of slivers, though we're not getting any of the really bomb ones yet. Maybe we'll. Alright, so we got the white-green storage land. Cool. Haze of Rage again. Minions Murmurs. 4 mana sorcery. You draw X and lose X life, where X is the number of creatures you control. Yeah, that could be handy in a few different decks I can think of. Yeah, sweet. And our rare is Summoner's Pact. This is what this. It's either this or Pact of Negation is the best of the packs, so this is definitely a good hit. So 0 mana, search your library for a green creature, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. Beginning of your next upkeep, pay 4. If you don't, you lose the game. But you do it at a time when you're just going to go and win the game on the spot, and that ability essentially does not even exist. So awesome hit, going straight in my Fraley's deck, which is just a degenerate elf ball combo deck. So this is perfect. All right, and what do we get for our time shift? Ooh, Eternal Witness time shifted. Nice, nice. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that artwork goes well with the old border. So 3 mana, 2/1, enters the battlefield, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. EDH staple. Oh, lovely. And oh, look at this. We got a rare. Another foil common rare. Or foil common rare. That almost made sense. Another common foil. And a night token. I don't think I had enough coffee before this stream. I apologize for the lack of caffeination. Cool art on the E-Wit. Yeah, I really like it. That's really nice. I like the old border artwork they've chosen with most cards so far. It seems pretty solid. All right, where are we going? There we go. There we go. All right. 3 mana. It's Erratic Mutation. 3 mana instant. Choose target creature. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. That creature gets +X, -X until end of turn, where X is the card's converted mana cost. Put all cards revealed this way on the bottom of your library in any order. All right, so yeah, just a weird spell. Don't think I'd really play that. Rill of Lightning, yeah, sure. Another one of them. Urborg Siphon Mage. I like the name. 3 mana, 2/2. Pay 3, tap it, discard card. Each other player loses 2 life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. It's a bit expensive for the ability, but if you're on some kind of black life gain combo based deck, that is definitely a contender. Another Kavu Primer. Mind Stab. 6 mana. Target player discards 3 cards and suspends for 4 turns for 1 black mana. So your opponents will just try and dump their hand as fast as possible, make sure that when it comes off suspend, you really have nothing to hit. So kind of mediocre. And if it's not in your opening hand, then it's just outright probably garbage. Another Seal Primordial. Hammer Scout. Bound in Silence. Yeah, the Rebel Aura. We saw that earlier. Icaruslick. Stormfront Riders. 5 mana, 4/3 flying. When Stormfront Riders enters the battlefield, return 2 creatures you control to their owner's hands. When Stormfront Riders or another creature is returned to your hand from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier token creature. Okay, so it comes in, you return 2 creatures, you get 2 tokens right away. Kind of cool. And now if you have like a doubling season-based deck, then all of a sudden you're getting 4 tokens, and who knows what kind of shenanigans you can pull off from that. So that's kind of cool. Utopia Mycon, a 1-mana 0/2 fungus. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on it. Remove 3 spore counters from it to create a Saproling. Sacrifice a Saproling, add 1 mana of any color. Wow. Alright. That's going into my Slimefoot deck. That's pretty cool. Alright. Minions, Murmurs again. Yep. Draw X, lose X. Cloud Key. 3 mana artifact. As Cloud Key enters the battlefield, choose artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Okay, so if you're some kind of like non-creature combo-based deck, or even if you're a creature-based deck, it can help out a lot. Interesting. I think I might consider that for my Freyalise deck, because it casts mostly creatures, so we'll see. And oh, we got Grenzo. Nice, Dungeon Warden. X and a red and a black for a 2/2 Goblin Rogue, legendary creature. Genzo, Dungeon Warden, enters battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Pay 2, put the bottom card of your library into your graveyard. If a creature card was with power less than or equal to Grenzo's power, if it is a creature card with power less than or equal to Grenzo's power, put it onto the battlefield. Nice, you play that with cards that let you manipulate the bottom of your library, and you can just get some crazy stuff going on there. Cool commander. That's pretty neat, and then it's time shifted too. Sweet. Stronghold Rats foil, an uncommon foil. Cool. For all those shiny rat players out there. And a goblin token. The Metal Goblins. Alright. Alright, Drifter Eldal. Halberder for C. Assassinate, Edge of Honor. Okay, I think we might have finally seen all the commons, so we can kind of speed through them and go right to the uncommons. Yavimaya Dryad. 3 mana, 2/1 Dryad with Forest Walk. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield tapped under target player's control, then shuffle your library. Interesting. Okay, so you can give somebody a forest to enable the forest walk on it. I see what's going on there. That's interesting. That's really cool artwork, too. It's almost like a little bit like stained glass, but a little bit more detailed than that, even. All right, cool. And Conflagrate. Oh, all the Dredge players are getting happy now. So 2x or and red. Conflagrate deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. And Flashback is double red, discard X cards, and then the number of cards you discard becomes the damage it does. That will be going in my Torbrand deck for sure. Smallpox, so okay, they upshift this uncommon. I think it was a common before. So 2 double black sorcery, each player loses 1 life, discards a card, sacks a creature, and sacrifices a land. So lose a little bit of everything. And the rare is Miri the Cursed. A 4 mana, 3/2 legendary creature vampire cat with flying, first strike, haste. When Miri the Cursed deals combat damage to a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Miri the Cursed. Very interesting. Though it doesn't seem super powerful as a commander. I guess if you're playing a vampire deck or a cat deck, you could run it. It would be really good in a vampire deck. Hey, Marnie, you run a vampire deck. I'm going to mail this one to you. And our time shift is Knight of the Reliquary. Classic card here. Colorless, a green, and a white. Knight of the Reliquary gets +1/+1 for each land in your graveyard. Tap it, sack a forest or plains, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield, and shuffle. Nice. That will be going in my Rune deck and a Saproling token. Oh, a new Sliver we've yet to see. Alright, we have a Battering Sliver. 6 mana, 4/4. All Sliver creatures have trample. Get through with that damage with those slivers. Nice. And I got Snapback. Alright, let's see here. Yep, we've seen that. Yep, okay. Phantom Worm. 6 mana, 2/0. Enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. If damage would be dealt to Phantom Worm, prevent that damage and remove a +1/+1 counter from it. Okay, so it can get hit 4 times before it dies. It's a 6/4. 6 mana, yeah. Unless you're playing Worm or Spirit Tribal, probably not a lot going on there for us. Alright, a black and a green for a Dark Heart Sliver. All slivers have sacrifice this permanent, you gain 3 life. Okay, interesting. Not an amazing one, but still a handy one to have around in case you need to save your life total there. Enslave, a 6 mana enchant creature. You control enchanted creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted creature deals 1 damage to its owner. Wow. That's normally just a blue effect to be able to steal a permanent like that. So to see that in black is quite surprising. And it's also got an upside. Like for black, you would think it would deal damage to you, but no, to its owner. That's, wow. That is going into one of my black ETH decks for sure. All right, so we have Safi Eric's Daughter, a white and a green, legendary human scout, 2/2. You can sacrifice her, and when target creature is put into your graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield. Interesting. I feel like there's a way to break this in Commander, do some degenerate things. It's not sure right off the top of my head what you would do, but also it's a 2 mana commander, which is pretty cool. Sweet. All right, and our time shifted card. Gurmag Angler, yes, the big zombie fish. 5/5 for 7 with Delve. Big old zombie fish. Looks cool with the old borders. And an Assembly Worker token. Very cool looking. All right. Commons. Oh, where's this here? There's a common we haven't seen yet. So, Crook Claw Transmuter, 4 mana, 3/1, flash flying. When enters battlefield, switch target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. Cool. A Cat Rebel, it's a 2 mana, 3/1. Nothing too exciting there. Tendrils of Corruption, instant. Tendrils of Corruption deals X damage to target creature, and you gain X life, or X is the number of swamps you control. Oh, nice. So, good piece of removal if you're on mono black for sure. 1 mana, 1/1, sacrifice Children of Corlus. You gain life equal to the life you've lost this turn. So gain back all the life you've lost this turn by sacrificing these guys. Cool. White-green storage land. Cool. All right, 2 mana, 1/1. This is Scrib Ranger. Flash, flying, protection from blue. Return a force you control to its owner's hand. Untap target creature. Activate this ability only once each turn. Okay, so this is Quirion, just like Quirion Ranger, except it also has flash and protection from blue and flying. But the ability is the same. It is 2 mana instead of 1, but still another Quirion Ranger effect. Damn, nice. That is going right in my Freyalise deck. Oh my. Sure. 3 and 4 black. Sorcery. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses life equal to its power plus its toughness. And you can suspend it for colorless and a black. Well, considering I can't even pronounce that card, I don't think I'm going to use it anytime soon. Life and Limb. Nice. Okay, 4 mana enchantment. All forest and all sapperlings are 1/1 green sapperling creatures and forest lands in addition to their other types. They are affected by summoning sickness. So all your lands are sapperlings, and all your sapperlings are also lands. Wow. This is pretty cool. Kind of torn, because this would be good in a Slimefoot deck, and I would want it for my Freyalise deck, because turning the lands into creatures would help with Freyalise's ultimate a lot. Damn, that is a nice hit. That one's going to be hard to figure out which deck I want to put in. Alright, a 3 mana black-blue horror Consuming Aberration, star. Consuming Aberration's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyards. Whenever you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a land card and puts those cards into their graveyard. Nice. Very nice, yeah. Wow. I think that's probably going to go in my Scarab God deck. It's a pretty nasty card. Just another alternate win con there. And is that there? Actually, let's put that one down there. Alright, we have a metallic Sliver token. Nice. Or no, the tokens. Alright, let's fix up our piles a bit here. Still only one mythic so far, looks like. Let's double check. Yeah, still just the one mythic, so maybe we'll get a hit soon. Looks like a fun commander. The Aberration? No, it's not. It can't be a commander. It's not a legendary. All right, Invis, Stalker, Sliver. Oh. 1 mana, 1/1. Colorless, black. Discard a card. We already saw that one. Yeah, sorry. Let's move on. Okay, uncommons. Big Game Hunter. 3 mana, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It can't be regenerated, and you can madness it for a single black. Nice. Handy piece of removal on a stick there. Riftwing Cloudscape. 5 mana, 2/2 flying. When Riftwing Cloudscape enters the battlefield, return target permanent to its owner's hand, and you can suspend it for colors and a blue for 3 turns. Might have Bolt Krosa again, and our rare Venser, Shaper Savant. 4 mana, 2/2 flash. When Venser enters the battlefield, return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Nice. Oh, we got an artifact. Or is it a land? That's a land. We got an artifact land. We got an ancient den. Cool. Don't have anything that would want that right now, but still a cool card to get. Oh, we got a foil Urza's Factory here. Taps are colorless, or you pay 7 and tap it to create a 2/2 assembly worker token. Very nice. And a soldier. Oh my, that's quite the new style of soldier they got going on there. They usually don't look so fancy. This guy's got some super heavy armor on. They're almost futuristic looking. All right. Skip by the commons. All right, we have here the 2 mana, 1/1 Pendelhaven Elder, Elf Shaman. Tap it. Each 1/1 creature you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. Nice. Put that over there for my elves. Sulfur Elemental. The 3 mana, 3/2 flash split second. White creatures get +1/-1. Okay, that's very specific for the weakest color in Commander, so white being the weakest, I should mean. Self-Field Recluse, a 3 mana, 1/2. Tap it, target creature gets -2/-0. Why is that an uncommon? And alright, Dralnu Lich Lord, a 3 colorless, black and blue zombie wizard legendary, 3/3. If damage would be dealt to him, sacrifice that many permanents instead. Okay. Tap it. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. Your flashback cost is equal to the mana cost. Yeah, that card's kind of all over the place there. The abilities have nothing to do with one another. Sacrificing permanents instead of him taking damage kind of hurts a lot. Yeah, that's not too exciting. Oh, an old school looking Field of Ruin. Looks pretty nice, pretty nice. A Goblin token. Alright, so we got some kind of mopey hits the last few times shifted, so let's hope this pack has a bit more light there. Or a bit more luck. Alright. Oh, we got a Piracy Charm. Nice. Oh. Alright, we'll skip the comments. Rift Marked Knight, a 3 mana 2/2. Protection from black and flanking. You can suspend it for 3 turns for the same cost. And when last time counter is removed from him while it's exiled, create a 2/2 Black Knight creature token with flanking protection from white haste. So that explains the creature token that we saw earlier. That was really specific. Arcblade. 5 mana Arcblade deals 2 damage to any target. Exile Arcblade with 3 time counters on it. Suspend 3 for 3 mana. Interesting. Okay. So it keeps coming back every time you cast it. So you cast it, then it resuspends itself, and you just keep casting it over and over. That's really cool, actually. I'm gonna put that into my one of my decks. Street Wraith, 5 mana, 3/4, Swamp Walk, cycling, pay 2 life. Good if you're playing a deck that needs lots of cycling. So like the Doomsday deck in Legacy, Shadow, Jund, or again Jund or Grixis Shadow. Modern plays it. Cool. Magus of the Future. So 2 mana, 3 blue for 2/3. Play the top card of your library revealed. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. So there's an enchantment that has the same effect. I can't remember the name of it, but this is the wizard version of it. So part of the Magus of the Moon cycle, same cycle. That's pretty cool. And Saram, Senior Artificer. Yes, whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card for 2 mana, 2/2. Yes, I remember playing this near the end of, I guess it was the standard that had Amonkhet and Aether Revolt in it, and was playing this with all the lifelinking cats that kept coming back, and the double striking cats that would come back, and all the auras enchantments like the cartouches. That was a fun deck. And Metallic Sliver. Still not a mythic yet. About halfway through the box by the looks of it. This pack is being troublesome. I mean, if it's a better card in it, right? Alright. Yeah. Let's skip these. Oh, that's a new sliver there. So we got a Sidewinder Sliver. 1 mana, 1/1. All slivers have flanking. Sweet. And okay. Cloud Seeder. 2 mana, 1/1 flying. Pay blue, tap it, discard a card, create a 1/1 blue fairy creature token named Cloud Sprite. It has flying, and Cloud Sprite can block only creatures with flying. Okay, so it makes tokens that just block flyers. Cool. Lost Auramancers. Well, that's some interesting looking artwork there. It's like they're going through some field of miasma. 4 mana, 3/3, vanishing 3. When Lost Auramancers dies, if it had no time counters on it, you may search your library for an enchantment card, put it in the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Wow, okay, that can have some busted uses. If you have ways of getting those counters off there faster, you can just go and tutor up and put into play an enchantment. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Sudden Death, 3 mana, instant split second, target creature gets -4, -4. Cool. Handy if they have a creature that can pump itself or something and you're just trying to stop it. Very nice. And our rare, Pact of Negation. There we go. That's a good one. So 0 mana, counter target spell. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 5, or if you don't, lose the game. So that's we got 3 of the packs so far out of this box. So are we gonna get the Slaughter Pact? And is there even a white one? If there is, I don't remember what it is. Probably is a white one. Why wouldn't they do all of them but white, right? And Contagion Clasp. When Contagion Clasp enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Pay 4, tap it to proliferate. Nice. To start like taking out their biggest threats slowly. Proliferating, making your stuff have that more tokens. Or not tokens, sorry, counters. Alright. Zoom past the commons. Alright, we're going to start off with a Sliver. Nice. We got Dormant Sliver. 2 mana, blue and a green, 2/2. All Sliver creatures have Defender. All Slivers have, when this permanent enters the battlefield, draw a card. Well, yeah, so you can play that. You start comboing off, playing lots of Slivers, drawing lots of cards, playing more Slivers. And then you have the one that lets them sacrifice to get rid of this to make your creatures no longer have defender, and then you can attack and win the game, I guess. Kind of an awkward one, making all your creatures into defenders. Llanowar Mentor, nice. I have this in my Freyalise deck, so this is why we keep getting those Llanowar Elves tokens. It's a 1-mana 1/1, green, tap it, discard a card, create a 1/1 green Elf Druid creature token named Llanowar Elves that has tap, add a green mana. Cool. An Urza's Factory without the foil. And our rare is Reiterate. 3 mana, instant, buy back 3. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Cool. That'll be going to my Torbrand deck. And Old Bordered Banishing Light. Enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Very nice. Alright. Commons. Lots and lots of commons. Brine Elemental. 6 mana, 5/4 morph for 7. When Brine Elemental is turned face up, each opponent skips their next untapped phase. It's kind of slow, but kind of mean to make everybody not untap for a turn. Harmonize. 4 mana, sorcery, draw a card. Or sorry, draw 3 cards. It'd be pretty bad if it was just draw 1 card. So classic green card there. Shivan Meteor, 5 mana. Shivan Meteor deals 13 damage to target creature, and you can suspend it for 2 turns for 3 mana. Well, I guess that kills almost every creature in the game except for like Indestructible or Protection Red, Eldrazi's, really big hanging back walkers. Yeah, this is doing too much to one thing. All right, Swamp Yard. Tap for colorless. Tap it to regenerate target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. Well, if you're on a rat deck, then this is awesome. Do people play insect or spider or squirrel decks? I don't know. I guess there's a squirrel commander now. So that card could be kind of cool. Ooh, that is a very dark printing on Mystic Sanctuary there. But yeah, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more islands, other islands. And when it enters the battlefield untapped, you may put a instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. Card has been banned now in Modern, was it, I believe? And it's banned in Pauper. It's a very strong card, very strong. Looks very cool like that too. Ooh, a foil Sliver. 2 mana 1/1, all Slivers have Nemesis. Cool. Alright. Is this the pack that we finally get another mythic? Alright. Salt Blast. 5 mana sorcery, destroy target non-white permanent. Wide open removal, but there's lots of that in white anyway, so kind of mediocre. Storm Entity. 2 mana 1/1 haste. Storm Entity enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other spell you've cast this turn. Okay, so it's literally the embodiment of Storm. Cool. Dune Rider Outlaw. 2 mana 1/1 pro green. At the beginning of each end step, if Dune Rider Outlaw deals damage to an opponent this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Yeah. Very, very situational. And our rare here, Sudden Spoiling. 3 mana, split second instant. Until end of turn, creatures target player controls lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 0/2. Well, that could be used for some evil things if they've given their board protection, or if they've given them indestructible before board wipe, you can make sure it goes through. Pretty cool. And our time shifted card, Tasigur the Golden Fang. 6 mana 4/5 with Delve. Pay 2 and then either green or blue. Mill 2 cards, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Was popular in Modern for a while, that's kind of fallen out of favor as of late, but pretty cool looking. And Watcher Slivers in the foil. Nice. And an Assembly Worker token. Alright, we're getting there. Still no crazy hits, really. Like, we've had some okay ones. Like I guess the gemstone so far is the hit. All right, white-green filter land. Cool. Thick Skin Goblin, 2 mana, 2/1. You may pay 0 rather than pay the echo cost for permanents you control. And pay a red. Thick Skin Goblin gains protection from red until end of turn. Well, that's cool. So you can make him stick around if you're going to wipe the board with one of the red spells that do that, like Anger of the Gods or whatnot. All right, Tromp the Domains, 6 mana sorcery, Domain. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample and +1/+1 for each basic land type among lands you control. Okay, so if you have one of each basic land type, then they get +5/+5. And again, or maybe wastes would count and get +6/+6. But anyway, kind of okay, not great. There we go. There we go. We got a hit. I think this is worth a fair bit. Not totally sure. Akrumba's Memorial, 7 mana legendary artifact. Creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and from red. Got our second mythic there. Not a bad hit. Not a bad hit at all. Ooh, and our alternate time shifted card is Cranial Planing. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. You pay double black to attach Cranial Plating to target creature you control, and it equips for 1 colorless. Very nice in that new Fairy Rogue who just came out. It makes a bunch of artifacts. Very, very cool card. And a foil Urborg Siphon Mage and Nature. Alright, at least we got another mythic finally. Oh, what's this here? Bone Splitter Sliver, 4 mana, 2/2. All slivers get +2/+0. Okay, I think we already saw that one. Keep going. Mycologist, 2 mana, 0/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on it. Remove 3 spore counters from it. Create a Sapperling. Sacrifice a Sapperling and gain 2 life. Interesting. So if you want to play Sapperlings, you can now play white in them. Don't know if you would, though. So I don't think there's any other white Sapperling-based things, but I could be wrong. Jonah's Avenger, 6 mana, 4/4. Pay 0 mana. Until end of turn, Jonah's Avenger gets -1/-1 and gains your choice of Double Strike, Protection from Red, Vigilance, or Shadow. That's really cool. Make it a little bit weaker, get a whole bunch of different effects. Very nice. Alright, 3 mana, 2/2, Elf Shaman, Primal Force Mage. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Well, they'll have Summoning Sickness, so it's kind of mopey. Yes! I have been looking for a Dryad Arbor for a long, long time. This is an awesome hit. Dryad Arbor, it's a land creature forest Dryad. It's a 1/1. So, yeah, you can fetch for it. You can use like a Green Sun Zenith for 0. Go get it because it's a land creature. Like anything that says go grab a forest and do stuff with it, this works. Nice. I got the hit I was hoping to get. Nice. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician, 4 mana, 2/4, protection from humans, pay a life, sack another creature, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature, and draw a card. Pay 2, discard a card, proliferate. Nice. Cool. Oh, and we got a foil rare, the Drawanu Lich Lord. Well, hopefully he turns out to be a really good commander, so we can get some value off that one there. But we got a couple foil rares. We got the time-shifted one and the normal one, so that's pretty cool. Looks like we're probably down about 7 more packs to go. Well, we got a Rift Bolt. Cool. All right, so again, Tromp the Domains. Not too exciting. Sudden Shock, 2 mana, split second, deals 2 damage to any target. Cool. That'll be going in my Torben deck. Delay, 2 mana, instant, counter target spell. If the spell is countered this way, exile with 3 time counters on it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. So counter a spell, then it comes back 3 turns later, and you deal with it then. Stuffy Doll, 5 mana, 0/1, artifact construct, indestructible. As Stuffy Doll enters the battlefield, choose a player. Whenever Stuffy Doll is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. Tap, Stuffy Doll deals 1 damage to itself. Well, that just sounds like a lot of fun in Commander, especially with the politics involved of who you're going to pick with that. So I'm definitely going to have to find some kind of use for this. And it's just kind of funny artwork. It's just a stuffed animal with like skulls and stuff on it, all stabbed with little spikes. All right, time shifted card is Leyline of the Void. Nice. 4-mana enchantment. If Leyline of the Void is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it and on the battlefield. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. So you could be that guy and just completely turn graveyards off for your opponent and Commander and, you know, annoy everybody, ruin their good time. And a spider token. Oh, no, I was wrong. It looks like we have 9 more packs. All right. Another Clockwork Hydra. Another Stonecloaker, another Timebender, and our rare. Jaya Ballard, Task Mage. 3. Get more foils. Trying, gamer, I'm trying. I know how much you love them. Alright, so 3 mana, 2/2, Human Spell Shaper, Legendary. Pay red, tap, discard a card, destroy target, blue permanent. Pay 2, discard a card, tap. Jaya Ballard, Task Mage deals 3 damage to any target. A creature dealt damage this way can't be regenerated. 7 mana, tap, discard a card. Jaya Ballard deals 6 damage to each creature and each player, which would include herself. Okay, kind of interesting. Not too exciting, or at least not at an initial glance there. Ooh, an old bordered Shriekmaw, nice. So 3/2, 5 mana, Fear. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target non-artifact, non-buff creature, and you can evoke it for 2. So pretty cool. All right, gamer fan, I can feel it. There's a foil in this pack for you. It's because you asked for more foils. All right, let's see if I'm right. Okay. Shivan Sandmage, a 4 mana, 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, choose 1. Remove 2 time counters from target permanent or suspended card. Put 2 time counters on target permanent with a time counter on it or suspended card. And you can suspend it for 4 turns for 1 red. Cool. Pongify, nice. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Its controller creates a 3/3 green ape creature token. Nice. Good blue removal. Oh, a new sliver here. Cautery Sliver. White and a red. 2/2. All slivers have pay 1, sack this permanent. This permanent deals 1 damage to any target. And all slivers have pay 1, sack this permanent. Prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to target player, planeswalker, or sliver creature this turn. Nice. So a way to sacrifice that one makes all your creatures into Wall of Blossoms. Oh, we got a big demon here. 8 mana, 5/5, Tomb Stalker, Flying and Delve. Well, that's not terribly exciting. Oh, old bordered Path to Exile. Nice. 1 white, exile target creature. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put that card on the battlefield, tap, and shuffle the library. Nice. Used to be a modern staple. A little bit less so these days, but still pretty sweet card. Sorry, gamer fan, I was wrong. There was no foil in that one. Maybe in this one. Maybe we'll get lucky. Cross your fingers and your toes, my friend. All right. Whipspine Drake. 5 mana, 3/3 flying. Morph for color, 2 colors and a white. Put that over there. Red-green storage land. Cool. Lightning Axe. Nice. 1 mana as an additional cost, discard card or pay 5, and it deals 5 damage to target creature. Nice, that'll be in my Torbran deck. And our rare is Angel of Salvation. 8 mana, 5/5, Flash Convoke, Flying. When Angel of Salvation enters the battlefield, prevent the next 5 damage that would be dealt this turn to any number of targets, divided as you choose. That divided as you choose part right there just blew it. If it was prevent 5 to all your creatures, this card would be nuts. But I guess even preventing 5 to some of them is pretty darn good too. But yeah, could have been OP. Repeal. X in blue, instant. Return target non-land permanent with converted cut with CMC X to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Very nice. And that looks really cool. That looks really cool there. Let's take a moment there to appreciate that artwork there with the old border. That looks real nice. And oh, we got another foil rare. Wow. Heartwood Storyteller. Gamer fan, we got the foil for you, my friend. We did it. All right, Heartwood Storyteller, 3 mana, 2/3 Tree Folk. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card. Wow. That's pretty cool. Play like a group hug deck. Someone casts a spell, everybody gets to draw some cards. Everybody has a good time. Because who doesn't like drawing extra cards, right? All right. Let's keep going. Careful Consideration. 4 mana instant. Target player draws 4 cards and then discards 3 cards. If you cast a spell during your main phase, instead that player draws 4 cards and discards 2 cards. Cool. Helpful if you're a deck that likes to set up its graveyard. I think I might consider that for my Scarab God deck. Prodigal Pyromancer. 3 mana, 1/1. Tap, deals 1 damage to any target. So the color shifted Prodigal Sorcerer from the blue version of this. Good old Tim. Nightblade Assassin, 4 mana, 2/1, first strike. When Nightblade Assassin enters the battlefield, you may reveal X black cards in your hand. If you do, target creature gets -X, and you can minus it for a color, no black. Cool. And our rare, Vesuvian Shapeshifter, 5 mana, 0/0. As Vesuvian Shapeshifter enters the battlefield or is turned face up, you may choose another creature on the battlefield. If you do, until Vesuvian Shapeshifter is turned face down, it becomes a copy of that creature, except it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this creature face down. And morphs for 2. So that's pretty neat. Don't think I have any decks I want that in just yet, but that's pretty cool. Oh, what do we get here? We got a Chalice of the Void. XX. Chalice of the Void enters the battlefield with X charge counters on it. Whenever a player casts a spell with converted mana cost X, with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Chalice of the Void, counter that spell. Nice. That's a pretty good hit right there, and it's the old border. It looks really sweet. I like the look of the brown artifact borders more than the gray one. But then again, I started back in Urza's, so that's what it was back then. So I guess I just have nostalgia, and that's why I prefer it. It really doesn't make any real difference. Core Dirge. 3 mana instant. All damage that would be dealt this turn to target creature you control by a source of your choice is dealt to another target creature instead. Okay. Black protecting creatures seems kind of like an odd thing for it to be doing, but hey. That's what it is. And I got another Cryptic Annelid, the Worm Beast, another Rough and Tumble, and our rare Aeon Chronicler. 5 mana, star, avatar. Aeon Chronicler's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. You suspend it for X, and X, 3 colorless in the blue, and X can't be 0. Whenever a time counter is removed from Aeon Chronicler while it's exiled, draw a card. That's pretty cool. That is pretty neat. Lots of card draw. Yeah, I like that. And we got Paradoxical Outcome for our time-shifted card. So return any number of target non-land, non-token permanents you control to the owner's hand. Draw a card for each card returned to your hand this way. So that's a pretty cool hit. It's used in Legacy and Vintage and their Paradoxical Storm decks. I'm sure there's a Commander deck that probably takes advantage of this. Or is it even banned in Commander, maybe? Actually, I think it might even be banned in Commander. I could be wrong about that. So that's a pretty cool hit. All right. We are down to pack number 4. 4 more packs. All right. Got another white counterspell here. Rebuff the Wicked, a 1 mana, 1 white mana instant. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. Red and black storage land. Another merfolk here. 2 mana, 1/1 Riptide Pilferer. Whenever Riptide Pilferer deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. That morphs for a single blue. And the rare, Angel's Grace. Ah, yes, the ad nauseum enabler. So 1 mana, split second. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn. Until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. So that's pretty cool artwork. I like what they did with that one there. The 2 different colors of the split screen there looking. Very nice. Yeah, I think that'll probably end up in one of my commander decks at some point. All right, Lingering Souls. Create 2/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. That flashes back for colors in black, and it costs 2 and a white. So, classic card that used to be played in Abzan in Modern, but Abzan kind of fell out of favor, so it's not seeing much play these days, but I'm still very fond of the card. All right, third last pack. Lucky number 3. Will we hit another foil and make Gamerfan all the happier? All right, Muckdrub, 5 mana, 3/3. That is a funny name. It's flash. When Muckdrub enters the battlefield, change the target of target spell that targets only a single creature to Muckdrub. That madness is for 3. What a bizarre card. It's a black card with flash, which is weird, and then changes the target of the spell, which is weird. Madness is black, so that's not so weird, but it's like got a lot of blue effects for a black card. Another Sudden Shock, cool. Celestial Crusade, yeah, we saw that, and our rare. Ah, sweet! I don't have to make a decision now. I can put this both in my Slimefoot and my Freylease deck. Sweet, that's a nice hit to get to. Ooh, Mortify. Oh, that looks. Look at that. All right, let's just take a moment here. Mortify as a card, pretty okay. But look at this artwork. That's amazing. This card looks amazing. Oh, sweet. We just got a foil mythic. Gamerfan, a foil mythic. Yeah. Akraman's Memorial foil. That'll be worth a few bucks. All right, second last pack. That was a lucky pack. How lucky is this one going to be? All right. Calciderm, 4 mana, 5/5, Shroud, Vanishing 4 Beast. Moving on. Char Rumbler, double strike, -1/3 creature. Pay a red to get +1/+0. Okay. -1/3 creature. I can't think of any other creature in the entire history of Magic the Gathering that starts with a negative power or toughness. Well, I guess not toughness, they would be dead. But negative power. That is bizarre. Spellburst. X in blue, buyback 3. Counter target spell with CMC X. Very expensive, but you can keep countering their stuff, but it's very, very, very expensive to do the buyback as well. So, our rare is Wheel of Fate. We got another mythic. So you can't cast it. It just has to spend for 4 turns for colorless and red. Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. That'll be going in my Torbjorn deck. Ooh, Old Bordered Reclamation Sage. Nice. Though same artwork, but it works pretty well with the old border. Still pretty cool. Pretty cool. That would go in my off deck. Replace the one I have in there with its boring modern borders. All right. Last pack here. It's the last one, people. It's what we've been all waiting for. We got a Might Sliver. 5 mana, 2/2. All silver creatures get +2/+2. Duskrider Pelgrin, 3/3, 6 mana, flying, pro black, suspend for colors and white. Cool. Basalt Gargoyle, Gargoyle, 3 mana, 3/2, flying, Echo 3. Pay a red, it gets +0/+1 till end turn. So instead of fire breathing, it just gets more toughness. Interesting. Our rare is Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth. Legendary land. Each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. That's pretty darn sweet. I've been wanting an Urborg for a while, so another great hit. And our time-shifted card is Monastery Swiftspear. Well, it looks like we have... Actually, it looks like there might be a foil in this pack, too. What do you got going on here? We got another foil, and it's a Veiling Oddity. Wow, wow. And a Griffin token. All right. We're all done. We made it, people. The excitement is over. We got some pretty nice hits, though, must say. Overall, I'm very happy. That's what I'm trying to do there. And again, thank you once again, Gamer Fan Ultimate. You really are the ultimate gamer fan. I can't believe you sent me this. I am completely shocked. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. And thank you for all of you watching it. It looks like we got a lot more viewers than I usually get on the stream. So thank you all for tuning in. Like, that's amazing, too. If you want to be the greatest people on Earth, give me a follow. Join the fan club here. Check in for the chaos whenever I end up streaming. So, I hope. A lot of nostalgia in this set. Very, very fun to open. I'm not exactly sure what are the bigger hits, but yeah, I think those are... Most of these are kind of commons, uncommons. I think these are the rare hits there. And we have a few here. So Urborg, Wheel. Oh yes, the Dryad Arbor. We have the packs. We got a couple of those. Where's the blue one? Over here. Yeah. And then Chroma's Memorial, we got 2 of them, the foil and non-foil. That's pretty cool. Bedlam Reveler. It's got the old star wipe in there. Pretty sweet. That looks like that was our only foil that was the time shifted, yeah. All the other foils were just the normal borders. So it's pretty sweet we got a rare off it, not just like a common or an uncommon. So it looks like, I'm not sure of the value of everything there, Marnie, but we got some decent hits that I don't know if you can make them out or not. But this looks like probably the biggest hit. Let me just pull up some prices here. Let's see. All right, Chroma's Memorial. Yeah, that's $20 normal. And the foil is probably what, 30? Maybe. $40. Wow. Okay. Sweet. So that's 20, that's 40, that's like 35, 40. What is the Chalice going for, I wonder? The true name? Yeah, no, overall this seemed like it was a very good opening. I'm happy. I got a lot of the cards I was specifically looking for some of my decks, which is always awesome. It's rare that when you crack a box, you actually get cards you were hoping to pull to play with. So that is awesome. Thank you all again for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Jimmy Chaos. Rock on!